This is like one of my favorite stories. So I gotta backtrack. I gotta take it all the way back. I was in a caravan with like I said, my buddy Ruben and his production partner Louis Martini. Gotta give them a quick shout out because they've been helping me with everything. Louis and Ruben, part of Smile. Look them up, they're dope. But yeah, I was in a caravan with them, driving all the way up from Los Angeles to San Francisco for a show for one of our good friends, Rob Garza. And at the show, our homie, Sean Bowe, another really talented songwriter and artist, was in town singing on one of the records. And he was living in Tokyo at the time. So obviously we're hanging out, we're having a great time. We're all in San Francisco. I had never been before. So like, I'm just like cooling out, like just absorbing everything. And me and Sean, he's a good buddy of mine. We went to a Japanese restaurant for like lunch in the middle of the day. And I love Japan. That's the first thing anybody ever knows about me. I watched mad anime, grew up on it. Like I'm big on Japan. And we're eating lunch, and I was like, oh yeah, something, my birthday just passed. And Sean's like, wait, your birthday passed? I'm like, yeah, you don't have to worry about it. It was a while ago. And he's like, how long could you be away from LA? And I was like, I don't know, like a week or two. And he's like, for your birthday, I'm getting you a ticket to Japan. And I was like, you're bullshitting me. And I'm like, and he was like, no. So he flew me out to Japan. We worked, we got a couple records in, but mostly I was just like seeing the city for the first time. And it just so happened I was there on the same night as like Halloween week. So it was like really packed. It was like a lot of tourists and stuff. And I was like, bro, like this is my first time here. I've got this track. Let's shoot a music video. Like, why not? Like what's stopping us? And he was like, yeah, sure. So yeah, this is the phone that the video was shot on right here. And then took that footage, brought it back, got it edited by another good buddy, Omri, and it is the play out video. It's just a bunch of things that were meant to be happening all at once. Just pure happenstance. Yeah, I mean, what Japan and anime, all of that stuff for me is just like, so my first creative outlet was writing. Like I was writing in like kindergarten. I was writing like poems and stories and just like whatever I could. I don't know. I was just always into writing. And the first thing that struck me about anime was the storyline. Like, I don't know if I got tricked or whatever, because they are essentially cartoons, but like those storylines were so emotionally like grounded and they were so like complex, and they were like portraying real people in really dire situations that they needed to think of really hard about to get out of or like process and like, you know, like come to terms with their humanity or their emotions. And that like really stuck with me, and it stuck with me even to this day. Like it's really, you know, powerful storytelling. And the way I think I apply that to my music, obviously, is to like tell as good of a story as, say, like an anime or you know, just anything that has an attention to the craft and has an attention to the story that's being told. As for the aesthetic, I'm just like, I don't know, I'm fascinated with Japanese culture. I'm Haitian and I grew up in Miami, Florida, so like I'm very far removed. I have no like proximity to it. So like I'm seeing it and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. That's really different. That's like, you know, something that I could always learn something new about every time I interact with it. So I think the love kind of just grew from there. You know, I like being challenged and puzzled by things. So, you know, just gaining an appreciation for those aesthetics and visuals and images was just natural progression.